Most people think hydration requires constantly drinking water throughout the day. The human body has hidden capabilities that challenge this common belief. In just 36 hours without food or water, your cells can trigger profound metabolic shifts that burn stubborn fat, activate cellular cleanup processes, and reset hormonal pathways. This protocol sounds extreme, and it requires careful preparation and medical guidance. Yet the science reveals mechanisms that have sustained human survival for thousands of years, from ancient fasting traditions to modern research laboratories. Dry fasting differs fundamentally from water fasting. While water fasting eliminates food but allows drinking, dry fasting restricts both food and water intake. There are two approaches. Soft dry fasting permits showering, hand washing, and teeth brushing while avoiding all consumption. Hard dry fasting eliminates any water contact, including hygiene practices. For safety and practicality, we focus on the soft approach, which delivers substantial benefits while maintaining basic hygiene standards. This distinction matters because soft dry fasting balances the metabolic benefits with reasonable safety considerations for most healthy adults. Modern medicine rarely discusses dry fasting. Medical schools emphasize the dangers of dehydration without teaching about the body's adaptive mechanisms. This creates a knowledge gap. Yet research from multiple scientific institutions demonstrates that short-term water restriction activates survival pathways that optimize metabolism, preserve muscle, and enhance cellular repair. The key lies in understanding what happens inside your body hour by hour during this 36-hour window. Each phase builds upon the previous one, creating a cascade of beneficial changes that extend far beyond simple weight loss. Before diving deeper into this cellular transformation, I want to connect with you. If you find this information valuable, please hit the like button now. For those new to our channel, welcome to a community exploring evidence-based health strategies. Subscribe and enable notifications for upcoming content. I'm genuinely curious about our global audience. Drop your country in the comments below. Let's see where everyone's watching from and build this community together. When you stop drinking water, your body doesn't simply dehydrate. Instead, it activates an internal water production system most people never utilize. This process is called metabolic water production, and it's fundamental to understanding how dry fasting works without causing harm. Here's the biochemistry. Fat tissue contains hydrogen atoms within its molecular structure. During fat oxidation, the breakdown process your body uses to convert stored fat into energy, these hydrogen atoms are released. The hydrogen then combines with oxygen from the air you breathe through cellular respiration. This chemical reaction produces water molecules inside your cells. Research published in biochemistry journals confirms that oxidizing 100 grams of fat generates approximately 107 to 110 grams of water. This means fat produces slightly more than its own weight in water when fully metabolized. Desert animals have perfected this mechanism. Studies on species like the Spinifex hopping mouse show that during water deprivation, these animals switch their metabolism to maximize water production from fat stores. The human body retains these same adaptive capabilities, though most people never activate them due to constant food and water availability. During a dry fast, your body prioritizes burning visceral fat, the metabolically active fat surrounding your organs. This fat type is more dangerous than subcutaneous fat because it releases inflammatory molecules that contribute to metabolic disease. As your body burns this visceral fat for energy, it simultaneously generates the water needed for cellular functions. The water produced internally is remarkably pure and immediately available to cells where it's needed most. Studies measuring metabolic water production in humans show that fat oxidation can produce approximately 300 milliliters of water per day under normal conditions. During fasting states, when fat burning intensifies, this production increases substantially. The body essentially becomes a self-contained water generation system, using stored energy to meet hydration needs. Your fat stores represent both fuel and hydration reserves working together to sustain cellular function. The medical establishment maintains a consistent position on fasting and water restriction. Standard medical advice warns against skipping meals and emphasizes constant hydration. Doctors routinely recommend drinking 8 glasses of water daily and eating regular meals every few hours. This guidance stems from legitimate concerns about preventing dehydration and maintaining stable blood sugar levels. However, it overlooks the body's remarkable adaptive capabilities when properly challenged. Medical education focuses on pathology and treatment rather than physiological optimization. Doctors learn to identify disease states and prescribe interventions. The curriculum emphasizes external solutions like medications and procedures. Little time is devoted to exploring how short-term nutrient deprivation affects healthy individuals. This creates a knowledge gap where physicians understand crisis dehydration but lack training in controlled fasting protocols. The absence of financial incentives further explains this silence. Dry fasting cannot be patented or monetized. No pharmaceutical company profits when people temporarily stop eating and drinking. No medical device is required. No supplement needs to be sold. The intervention costs nothing and requires no medical supervision for healthy individuals following appropriate protocols. This reality conflicts with the healthcare system built on revenue from treatments and products. Research on fasting exists, but remains scattered across various scientific journals. Studies on caloric restriction, autophagy, and metabolic adaptation appear in physiology and endocrinology publications. Yet this research rarely translates into clinical practice. Physicians treating patients have little incentive to recommend unprofitable interventions when medications offer simpler, billable solutions. This doesn't mean medicine is inherently flawed or that doctors are deliberately withholding information. Most physicians genuinely believe in their training and want to help patients. The problem lies in systemic limitations. Medical education emphasizes crisis intervention over wellness optimization. Insurance reimbursement favors procedures over lifestyle counseling. Understanding this context helps explain why dry fasting remains obscure despite supporting research. Patients seeking information about fasting protocols must often look beyond mainstream medical channels, making understanding the actual science even more critical for informed decisions. The first 6 hours of a dry fast mark the completion of digestion. When you eat food, your digestive system demands enormous energy. Blood flow increases to the stomach and intestines, enzymes are secreted, and nutrients are processed. This digestive work consumes substantial metabolic resources. Around 6 hours after your last meal, this process finishes. The energy previously dedicated to digestion becomes available for other functions, particularly cellular repair and maintenance. During this initial phase, your body still relies primarily on glucose for fuel. The liver stores glucose in the form of glycogen, a branched polymer of glucose molecules. Muscle tissue also maintains glycogen reserves. As these stores are utilized, water bound to the glycogen molecules is released. Each gram of glycogen holds approximately 3 grams of water. This explains why people often notice rapid weight loss during the first day of fasting. The scale drops primarily due to water loss from glycogen depletion. Insulin levels begin declining after the 6-hour mark. Insulin, the hormone that signals cells to absorb glucose and store fat, drops when no new food enters the system. This decline is crucial because high insulin levels block fat burning. As insulin falls, fat cells become more accessible as an energy source. The metabolic shift from glucose burning to fat burning begins, though it takes additional hours to fully establish. Between hours 6 and 12, the transition accelerates. Digestion is fully complete by hour 8. Insulin has dropped sufficiently that the liver starts burning through its remaining glycogen stores. This depletion is necessary before significant fat burning can begin. Your body won't tap into fat reserves while easier to access glucose remains available. Mental clarity often emerges during this phase. With digestive processes offline, blood flow and oxygen delivery to the brain improve. Research on fasting and cognition shows that ketone production begins increasing around 10 to 12 hours into a fast. Ketones are molecules produced when the liver breaks down fatty acids.
These ketones can cross the blood-brain barrier and serve as an efficient fuel source for brain cells. By hour 12, your body has shifted its primary fuel source from dietary glucose to stored fat.
Between hours 12 and 24, the metabolic transformation deepens. Fatty acids now provide the primary fuel for most tissues. Your liver converts these fatty acids into ketone bodies, particularly beta-hydroxybutyrate. Research published in the Journal of Cerebral Blood Flow and Metabolism demonstrates that ketones can supply up to 70% of the brain's energy needs during extended fasting. This fuel source is remarkably efficient, producing fewer metabolic byproducts than glucose metabolism. The mental effects become more pronounced. Many people report experiencing sharp focus, elevated mood, and a sense of mental clarity during this phase. This isn't psychological. It reflects the brain operating on ketones rather than glucose. Studies using brain imaging show that ketone metabolism produces less oxidative stress than glucose metabolism. Neurons function more efficiently, with improved energy production and reduced inflammatory signaling. Autophagy activation represents one of the most important developments during this phase. Autophagy, derived from Greek words meaning self-eating, describes the cellular process of breaking down and recycling damaged components. Research from multiple institutions confirms that fasting triggers autophagy, though the exact timing varies between individuals. Animal studies show clear autophagy activation after 24 hours of fasting. Think of autophagy as cellular housekeeping. Every cell accumulates damaged proteins, dysfunctional mitochondria, and other cellular debris over time. When nutrients are constantly available, cells have little incentive to recycle these components. During fasting, the nutrient supply stops. Cells must adapt by breaking down existing structures to reclaim their molecular components. This forces quality control, where damaged parts are dismantled and functional components are preserved. Studies published in Nature and Cell Metabolism show that autophagy activation requires specific molecular signals. The protein mTOR, which promotes cell growth when nutrients are abundant, must be deactivated. The enzyme AMPK, which senses low energy states, must be activated. These molecular switches flip during fasting, triggering the autophagy program. Hormonal changes accelerate during this middle phase. Growth hormone secretion increases substantially. Research from the Intermountain Medical Center Heart Institute documented remarkable findings. In a study of over 200 participants, 24-hour fasting increased human growth hormone by an average of 1,300% in women and nearly 2,000% in men. The final 12 hours, from 24 to 36 hours, represent the completion of this cellular reset. Your gut and immune system undergo profound changes during this period. The intestinal lining, which can develop microscopic gaps due to inflammation and poor diet, begins repairing itself. Research published in Cell Stem Cell demonstrates that fasting activates intestinal stem cells, which work to restore the integrity of the gut barrier. This matters enormously because intestinal permeability is linked to autoimmune conditions, chronic inflammation, and various digestive disorders. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, reorganizes during fasting. Different bacterial species have different nutrient requirements. Pathogenic bacteria, the types that contribute to inflammation and disease, depend heavily on glucose and water for survival. During a dry fast, these harmful bacteria die off first. Meanwhile, beneficial bacteria, the species that support immune function and produce vitamins, not only survive, but become more resilient. Inflammatory markers in the bloodstream decline significantly. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that fasting can reduce inflammatory molecules like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6 by up to 50% within just a few days. These molecules drive chronic inflammation, the underlying factor in most modern chronic diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Fat burning reaches peak levels during this final phase. Your body has fully adapted to using fat for both energy and water production. Every gram of fat you burn yields approximately 1 gram of metabolic water. This efficiency explains why desert animals can survive extended periods without drinking. Your body employs the same mechanism during a 36-hour dry fast. Stem cell activation occurs during these final hours. Stem cells are the master cells, capable of differentiating into any tissue type your body needs. Research on fasting and stem cells shows that nutrient deprivation triggers the body to clear out old, damaged cells through apoptosis, or programmed death cell. These senescent or zombie cells no longer function properly, but haven't died. Following this cleanup, stem cells are activated and migrate to areas needing repair. Dopamine receptor sensitivity resets during this phase. Modern life bombards us with constant dopamine stimulation. Fasting allows these receptors to resensitize, restoring normal dopamine function and improving mood regulation.
Before attempting a 36-hour dry fast, understanding safety protocols is essential. This intervention is not appropriate for everyone. People with certain medical conditions, those taking medications, pregnant or nursing women, and individuals with a history of eating disorders should not attempt dry fasting without medical supervision. Even healthy individuals should approach this practice with caution and preparation. Preparation is crucial for success. 2 to 3 days before beginning, focus on deep hydration. Drink plenty of clean water throughout each day. Consume mineral-rich foods like leafy greens, avocados, nuts, and bone broth. These foods provide electrolytes, the minerals your body needs for proper cellular function. Reducing carbohydrate intake during these preparatory days helps your body adapt to fat burning more smoothly. Never attempt intense exercise during a dry fast. Your body is in a heightened state of adaptation and lacks the external resources to support vigorous activity. Light walking is perfectly acceptable and may even enhance mental clarity. However, high-intensity workouts, long runs, or heavy strength training should be avoided. Breaking the fast properly is as important as the fast itself. After 36 hours without food or water, your digestive system needs gradual reintroduction to substances. Start with small amounts of bone broth or vegetable broth. These liquids provide hydration, minerals, and easy-to-digest nutrients. Add electrolytes to your water to help restore mineral balance. After an hour or two with liquids, introduce light foods like scrambled eggs with butter and avocado slices. Avoid jumping immediately into large meals or hard-to-digest foods. Frequency matters significantly. Dry fasting is a tool for occasional use, not a regular practice. Most experts recommend attempting a 36-hour dry fast no more than 1 to 3 times per year. More frequent dry fasting could lead to nutritional deficiencies or metabolic stress. This protocol should be used strategically. For women, timing is particularly important. Avoid fasting during the week before menstruation, when the body requires more resources and stress tolerance is naturally lower. The optimal time for women to attempt a dry fast is during the menstrual bleed week. Postmenopausal women should work with healthcare practitioners to determine appropriate timing based on individual stress levels and health status.
The 36-hour dry fast represents a powerful metabolic intervention supported by scientific research. From metabolic water production to autophagy activation, from growth hormone surges to stem cell mobilization, your body demonstrates remarkable adaptive capabilities when briefly deprived of external inputs. This protocol challenges conventional nutrition advice while revealing evolutionary mechanisms that sustained human survival for millennia. The research is clear. Short-term dry fasting can trigger profound cellular regeneration, burn stubborn fat, reduce inflammation, and reset multiple physiological systems. However, this power comes with responsibility. Proper preparation, careful execution, and appropriate frequency are essential for safety and effectiveness. This is not a casual intervention, but a serious protocol requiring respect and understanding. If you found this information helpful, please type yes in the comments below. That simple word helps us understand what content serves you best and motivates us to continue researching and sharing evidence-based health information. Please like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Enable notifications so you never miss upcoming content. Thank you for watching. Your health journey matters, and we're honored to be part of it.